grand opening, grand closing. Welcome, my friends, my family, my fellow gamers. Your only friend these YouTube streets, Puerto77. You would think that there is no way these Xbox fanboys could sink any lower or be as irrelevant as they already are. Nope, they find new levels to rebrand themselves as the dumbest community in gaming. They already have that title. You don't have to recertify that title. We already know. Most of you guys don't know what the hell you're talking about. Let me break it down for you guys. Let's start with this, right? PlayStation released their quarterly financials. Let me backtrack a little bit on something so that way you can understand. So in business, they have this term called fiscal year, right? Fiscal year is businesses, they use certain metrics within the calendar, right? Like calendar year is January through December, but to align funding and money and profits, all this stuff, some of them go by fiscal years. Not every company industry goes by the same, right? For Sony specifically, their fiscal year begins on the first day of April and it ends going across the months on the last day of March. So for example, Sony, even though it's the calendar year 2025, Sony is still operating in fiscal year 2024. They have not entered 2025, right? Calendar year 2025, but in terms of decisions of money and products and when stuff releases and all that stuff, they're in 2024. 2024 doesn't end until March. On April 1st, that's when they get into 2025. That is fiscal year 2025, right? So based on that, so right now they're in the fourth quarter of 2024. This is important for you to know because based on that calendar alignment, quarter 3 is the most important quarter for Sony across all their sectors. But since we're talking PlayStation, it is extremely important for PlayStation. Why? Because quarter 3 would be October, November, December. And November, December are the biggest shopping months for games and gaming platforms and peripherals across the board. So quarter 3 has always been the most important quarter in PlayStation brand history for that company, right? So quarter 3, absolutely important, right? So now let's go back to this, all right? PlayStation just reported, Sony just reported that they just had their most successful quarter 3 ever in brand history. So successful, they literally sold, let me go back, 9.5 million shipped consoles. The most they have ever done in in a quarter. And of course, Xbox fanboys are going to come back. Oh, that just means they're stuck in the warehouse. No, right? Those are orders they're fulfilling. Sure, it goes to the warehouse first, then it goes to the distributors, all right? You can clearly see from the month-to-month MPD, Famitsu, and GFK in Europe, PlayStation is the number 1 selling console, except for Japan that the Switch dominates in. But in Europe, United States, everywhere else, the number 1 selling console. So people are just buying them, and buying them, and buying them. Absolutely ahead of the curve and stuff like that, right? So, most successful third quarter ever. The most successful in revenue. The most successful in profit. They are literally just breaking boundaries across the board, right? Operating income, that's profit, up 37%. PlayStation overall revenue up 16%, $11 billion. Monthly active users up, playtime is up. Even the subscription revenue is up 20%. Like, they are just killing it. They are absolutely killing it. They even provided information saying, if you look on the bottom paragraph, that the next fiscal year, which begins in April, they plan to release major titles such as Ghost of Yotai and Death Stranding. So those games are definitely coming out, but it's going to be after April, right? Because it's next fiscal year, right? So this is absolutely a success. Killing it, right? You would think people who love consoles and gaming would be like, damn, that's how you do it. Nintendo's killing it on their side. PlayStation's killing on this side. We wish Xbox will even do half of this. You would think people will love console. But nope. No. Can't have that with Xbox fanboys. They went to this secret Xbox Discord server awaiting their orders and say, hey, master, what do you want us to do? You're going to downplay this, right? And how did they downplay it? They downplay it simply by taking this tweet right here, right, from Derek Strickland, saying, despite new revenue record, PlayStation's Q3 operating margin was just 7%, right? And now, that was the chink in armor. That was it right there. That was it. Oh my God, only 7%, that is terrible. And you think I'm making it up? Here, let me show you guys. It's right here. Look at these comments, right? Let's go with the Xbox fanboys. You know what I'm saying? That's nasty work. Profit margin still in the single digits despite being the best-selling console is wild. You know, I know they're missing that 12%. Sony is a fucking joke of a company. You know? What else? Let's see what else we got here. Margin-wise, Sony really began to have problems in 2022. Too much canned games, hardware costs, cost of living. I guess all the developers are living in penthouses, right? Doesn't this also reflect all the canceled projects PSVR 2 spin now? Would not those be factored for some earnings? You know, he's actually having a good point right there. That's low. That means Sony has a high cost of goods sold expenses. You know? You got all of a sudden, Xbox fanboys, all of them, they understand profit margins. Oh, they got it. They couldn't see their games going to PlayStation when the higher ups of Microsoft were telling them, hey, we're going to put these games on PlayStation. Couldn't understand that. But they understand profit margin. Here's the funny part. Let me show you how stupid these Xbox fanboys are. At no point before jumping on this train, right? Before jumping on to shit like, oh, Discord server got to tell us we got to talk shit about PlayStation. Let's just jump in and do it. They never asked themselves to be like, wait, before we talk shit about PlayStation's percentage margin of profit, what's Xbox margin of profit? Because you might want to look into that before you talk shit about PlayStation's margin of profit. It doesn't make sense that y'all talking shit when Xbox don't even tell you the actual profitable numbers and the margins between the two. For all we know, they're still not making profit. And if they are, that shit could be under 1% for all we know. But none of you think like that. These Xbox fanboys, none thinks like that. But there is hope. There is hope for some. Some are seeing the light. Oh yes, Xbox fanboys, Xbox diehard. Today, they woke up. Someone woke up. And what am I talking about? Brad Sams. You know Brad Sams, right? Hardcore Xbox fanboy, Xbox enthusiast, whatever you want to call him. He's the first to break ice and call out the bullshit. Brad, you might be excommunicado, because if you don't do what the Xbox Discord server is telling you to do, to hype up Xbox and downplay PlayStation, you might be in trouble. But this is why he says here, Brad Sams, Sony shipping 9.5 million units during the holiday quarter, while Xbox hardware dropped 29%, shows it's an Xbox problem, not a demand problem. He saw the light. He saw the light. You can't say it's an industry problem that people don't want hardware when one company sells like shit, like so bad that there's even conversations that PlayStation Portal is competing in sales with an Xbox console. That's how bad it is. That's how absolutely bad it is. In fact, let me say this. Right now, they're toying around. Let me show y'all something. They're toying around with the thought that Xbox consoles is at around 32 million, which I think is bullshit, which is absolutely bullshit, right? But that's what they're saying. They're saying, oh, it's at 32 million, right? Even if that was true, let's say it was at 32 million. Let's say that is even remotely true. It would right now, the PlayStation 3 would be whooping his ass. Because around this time allotted, the PlayStation 3 was at 50 million units. Around the same time frame. PlayStation 3, around this point in time, was close to 50 million units. And that's the worst selling PlayStation in terms of consoles. And that was the one that had a disastrous launch, $600, $599, ridge ratio, all that bullshit. We all know, right? We all know the issues PlayStation 3 had. And even that console, at this point in time, 50 million. The worst console. The worst selling console for PlayStation. 50 million. So even if Xbox did have 32, it would be getting stomped out by the PlayStation 3. That's how pathetic Xbox console sales at. It's pathetic. But anyway, Brad Sam saws the light. PlayStation setting record 9.5 million consoles in a quarter. Better in brand history. Not even the PS2 did that. The PlayStation 2 never even did that. PlayStation 4, another note. PlayStation 4 never sold 20 million consoles in one fiscal year or year. Never. The highest was 19.5 million in 2016. PlayStation's about to have back-to-back 20 plus million console sellings year after year. But somehow consoles are dying. The one that's setting record in PlayStation history, back-to-back 20 plus million. Consoles are dying. The one that's at 21%. So Brad Sam saw it. He called it out. He's like, wait a minute. Wrap this shit up. We're not doing this. But of course, the Discord server, the head chairman of the Discord server, Jez Corden. Oh yeah, look, good old Jez, right? You can, yeah. Let me see if I could do this full screen, right? Oh yeah, Jez. You're gonna fight the new argument, right? Here's Jez saying, are they new users or just PS4 users upgrading? The growth trajectory is almost identical. The sale of microtransaction Fortnite is identical on Xbox One and Xbox Series XS. The issue in the industry is that PC's finding truly new users. What the fuck is you talking about, bro? Now all of a sudden consoles is fucking irrelevant? Bro, Jez, stop being an asshole. You know goddamn well. If Microsoft simply reported that Xbox console sales sold 5 million, half, a little over than half, 5 million. You would be creaming in your pants. Shut up. Stop frauding, Jez. You know goddamn well you would be hyping up 5 million Xbox console sales in a quarter. You know you would. Stop lying with that nonsense, right? Here's the crazy part, though, right? Here's the crazy part. People showed him, right? People showed him that right here. Let me see. Hold on. Let me go find that tweet. Let me go find it, right? Let me go find this tweet right here. People showed him that 42% of the users who bought it are new users. They showed him. Right? Let me find that tweet because it's buried. There's a lot. Like, he was in the fight in this argument. I don't even know why he's fighting. Like, how can you damage control? How can you absolutely damage control the most successful PlayStation quarter ever? Blows my mind. But Jez did it. Jez absolutely did it. Absolutely did it. Here we go. Let me look through the line. Where you at? Man, this timeline's crazy. Okay, here we go. There we go. Yeah. Boom. It was Crap Gamer. Boom. Right here. So Crap Gamer show. So right here, if you look at the conversation, right? Sony shipped 9.5 million units during the holiday quarter. This is from Brad Sams. He says, while Xbox hardware dropped 29%. Shows it's an Xbox problem, not a demand problem. Jez replies, are they new users or just PS4 users upgrading? The growth trajectory is almost identical. The sale of microtransactions in Fortnite is identical on Xbox One and Xbox Series S. The issue in the industry is that PC's finding the truly new users. Brad says, doesn't matter if it was PS4 users. The goal for Sony is to sell hardware, and they are doing that at a rate consistent with last generation despite pandemic shortages. Xbox is likely trailing behind previous generation, but we have no transparency to definitely say so. Oh, we know they're behind because Circana actually told us, at least in America, Xbox strongest market is 11% behind Xbox One and like 4 or 5% behind 360. So we know they're behind. If you're behind in your strongest market, there's no way Italy's helping you out. Japan is not helping Xbox. And I'm sorry, Brazil don't sell that much Xboxes out there. So let's cut the bullshit. If you're behind in America, you're done everywhere. Absolutely done. So let's not even lie to that, right? But I don't think Brad Sams is familiar with that. But Crap Gamer here, he came in with the gut punch. And it says right here, 42% of PS5 purchasers last quarter were also completely new to PlayStation as a whole. Most likely some of that number are former Xbox owners who switched to PlayStation. So he's showing the chart right here. This is from PlayStation. The big gray part is the carryover, the guys from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5, and the reddish orange, depending what your screen color is, that's new users. 42% of new users. Now let's do the math. Let me do some math here. Let me do some math here on the phone. We got 9.5 million console sales, right? 9.5. Let me get the trusty calculator here. Right, 9.5 million over here. Hold on. Let me do my thing. 9.5 million times 0.45. That is 4,275,000 new users. So over 4 million new users. 4.2. We'll make it easy. 4.2 new million users. New. What does that mean? That's 4.2 in a quarter. 4.2 new million users that will sign up for subscriptions. They'll buy controllers. Some of them might buy PlayStation Portal. Maybe a niche few might buy PSVR 2, DualSense Edge. Start playing the free-to-plays, the Fortnites, the Apex Legends, right? Hop on Grand Theft Auto 5 online. Buy Spider-Man. That's probably why Spider-Man is still hot and made up the charts. Buy these games. Buy, all the games they never got to play. The God of Wars, the Fortnites, Horizon, all that stuff. Subscribe to PSN. Some might even choose to subscribe to PSN Plus Extra since they're new and they'll be like, man, look at all these library of games I can play. I'm going to sign up for Extra, right? Everything. That's the power of the marketplace, okay? It isn't the console, right? 4.2 million consoles is not just the console and the money they make off the console. It's now they just opened up 4.2 million more stores to new customers. That's literally the lesson I've been trying to teach everybody in this community. 4.2 million new customers are entering a store. They're going to buy the games. They're going to buy Grand Theft Auto 6. They're going to buy Madden. They're going to buy Call of Duty. They're going to buy Blade. They're going to buy Xbox games. They're going to buy controllers. They're going to buy PlayStation Portal. They're going to subscribe to the online. All of that. That's where the money comes in. That's where tons and tons of money. This is why Sony will always make more money. PlayStation will always make more money than Xbox because they suck at a market store. And I don't care how many games Xbox makes. They cannot keep up with the amount of money PlayStation makes with the entire industry of third party putting their games through PlayStation. All those, they're getting a 30% cut. And then the money transactions, right? A lot of those guys, who knows how many are going to start playing Roblox or Fortnite. And those money transactions are just going to start flowing. 4.2 million new gamers in a 3-month period. They're just going to flood the market, buying stuff, buying peripherals, buying software, buying MTX. Maybe they're going to try out a Portal, right? Maybe they're going to try out some VR. I think very few is probably a niche product. But that's where the money is. All of those lanes are just going to be flooded. That's what makes a successful console, and that's what exactly Xbox is failing at. But somehow Jez Corden still doesn't understand that. But anyway, let's go back to this, right? So Crap Gamer gave him the answer. Jez wanted to know, what about how many new users? So 42% new users, incredible numbers. But here comes the damage control. Now we're moving the goalposts. No doubt some are, but over 60% are existing users. Issue is growth rate versus cost, PC winning. Well, Jez, your math sucks. You understand what I'm saying? Your math sucks, okay? If it's 42% new users, it cannot be over 60%. Because over 60% would mean it's going to be over 100%. In fact, the specific number is ready, 58%. 42% new users, 58% PS4 users. Not over 60. Who taught you math? In fact, 60 itself, not even over 60. 60 plus 42 is 102. Math is not your friend, my boy. It's 58%. Okay? And here's the thing that's crazy about it, right? Jez is trying to make it seem like it's a knock that PS4 users are transitioning to PS5 users. Here's a little secret, Jez. Yeah, that's supposed to happen. When the previous gen owners are not coming to the new console, that's a problem. You have to ask yourself, how come Xbox One gamers are not coming over to Xbox Series gamers? Here's a mic. Can you speak on that, Jez? Why aren't Xbox One gamers cutting over to Xbox Series? No comment? Yeah. You want PS4 gamers to cut over. A lot of them. That shows your console's not dog shit. Any quotes? No? No? Oh, okay. You see what's crazy? This is fundamentally what's wrong with the Xbox community. I'm gonna be honest, Xbox community. This is me talking to the Xbox community. I'm talking directly to you right now. The next few words is specifically to you. PlayStation gamer, PC gamer, Nintendo gamers, this is not for you. Listen, if you're PlayStation, Nintendo PC gamers, take a break. Go grab some water, take a shit, go to McDonald's, something. Just I need you guys to leave. Like right now, get up and go. Right now, this is strictly for the Xbox gamers. Okay? Everyone else, váyate. Okay? All right. Xbox gamers. Now that everybody left the room, this is just us. And I'm going to tell you, and this is no cap, but your content creators suck ass. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck how many fucking views they get or how many subscribers. What the fuck are they doing for you guys? What are they actually providing? What are they actually teaching you guys and actually showing you what's going on? These Xbox content creators, they were wrong on the Series S. They were wrong about it being selling and little Timmy for $200 and Game Pass. It's going to be the most common system everybody's going to buy, right? PlayStation gamers are not really going to buy the $400 or $500 PlayStation. They'll just settle on a $300 and a TCL TV. That shit didn't happen. Xbox Series X, it's 60 FPS is the standard, right? And then up to 120, PlayStation 5, the 30 FPS console, clearly that was a goddamn lie, right? Xbox is having all these exclusives. No, they're not going third party. It's copium. PlayStation don't know what the hell they're talking about. That was also a lie. Oh, Xbox has a mid-gen refresh and get ready. It's going to be great. That was a fucking lie. Like, what have they done for you? Like, really? I want to know. You need to tell me. Hit me up in the comment section. Listen, Xbox guy, go in the comment section, say this Xbox content creator said this was going to happen, and boom. They didn't know or inform you what was happening until it was too late in terms of third party. The Xbox Series S did not scale. It gave the console problems. Did not outsell the PlayStation 5. Series X is not the beast that eats monsters and all that shit. What happened? Now they want to talk to you about margins. You really going to listen to these Xbox dudes discuss margins? When they discuss margins, this is what I want you to do. Be like, whoa. Before we discuss PlayStation margins, what are Xbox margins? And see what they say. See what they say. I guarantee they're going to call you a pony. Guarantee it. You Xbox hardcore guys, I guarantee if you simply ask them, what is Xbox profit margins? You're already going to be called a pony bot. They will not even attempt. You're a pony bot. You don't believe me? Do it. Do it. I dare you. And you're going to see how shitty they are. You're going to see firsthand. Go to your favorite content creator and simply ask them, hey, what's Xbox profit margin? Since we want to talk about PlayStation. And you will be flagged as a pony bot. You're done. Instantly. By simply asking that one question. Which you should. Because if margins is important, right? Obviously, the margin levels must be the new thing. It must be the new sexy. Then you should know Xbox profit margins because they all claiming this is the way. They're all claiming this is the future of the industry. So they should show the results. We should know, right? But they won't. They hide it. It's absolutely asinine that this community tried to take literally the most profitable and best quarter 3 PlayStation ever had in its brand history, and they still try to find a way to downplay it. These Xbox fanboys, let's all be honest, they would strip butt naked like Alex and run around a goddamn bonfire and record it live and upload it on YouTube if Xbox did half, not even exactly, just simply half the operating profits, half the revenue, and half the console sales in the same quarter. If they were able to achieve just a half of what PlayStation did, they would all be butt naked, running around a bonfire like Lord of the Flies. Absolutely. They will be talking. And here's the crazy part. They will talk shit. They will try to make half of what PlayStation does look better than PlayStation. You are dumb if you think they wouldn't. You would be an idiot to think they would not take half the success and try to overdo it and say half the success that was achieved is better than the whole success PlayStation did. Yo, this shit is wild. It's absolutely asinine, right? They're just dumb. This Xbox Discord shit is, they can't let it go. Jez Corden, stop it, bro. Let me help you out. Brad Sams had it right. He finally saw the light. He finally seen it, all right? And you need to see it too, okay? Sony shipping 9.5 million units during the holiday quarter, while Xbox hardware dropped 29%, is absolutely an Xbox problem. It's always been an Xbox problem. It's not an industry problem. Nintendo's fine. They're more than fine. PlayStation's more than fine. Xbox hardware being the most undesirable piece of shit ever created, that's strictly Xbox, right? And if you think the next Xbox has a chance, you're out your goddamn mind. Because over the next 3 years, more and more casuals are going to learn Xbox games on PlayStation, and they're going to write it off right from the get-go. They're not even going to want to hear or talk about Xbox. They don't care about Steam or OEM. They're like, what? Xbox games on PlayStation? Then fuck it. I'll just get PlayStation. I'm not dealing with that shit. Oh, but you got to wait. You got to understand. Get out of here. They already killed themselves. The sales are going to be even monumentally worse. That's just done. Okay? Consoles are not dying. Listen to what I'm saying. Consoles, plural term. Some of you dudes on Xbox side probably don't even know what the word plural means, right? It means more than one, multiple. Consoles, souls, with an S at the end. Consoles are not dying. But a console, singular, is dying. Got that? Consoles are not dying, but a console is dying. Your only friend is YouTube Street Porter77. If you're new to the channel, you need to stay. Hit that subscribe button right now. You'll probably have this little image. Just subscribe. Check out more content. Check out my lives. I will see you guys soon. You guys take care. Peace.